1, 2, 3, go!
Welcome to SHOT Show 2025, Bullpup TV. This is Dino. I'm here at the MK Machining booth with Tyler, and he is going to tell you what is new for 2025 with his product line. Take it.
So you guys have been coming by since I think 2017 was our first show, and we had the next booth, so appreciate the yearly updates.
You have a good memory.
My wife would not say that. But this is the Mk2.6 chassis. So what's new about it this year? It looks pretty much the same as other years. Basically incremental improvements. I think we've almost optimized this platform as far as we can. We've shaved off a few ounces. We've got Tika, short and long action. Tikas are a 2-stage. You can see it's a nice, crisp bullpup trigger. All I can tell you is it's good. Come feel it. People have doubts about bullpup triggers. That's okay. What else is new? Curtis Custom is working on some customized actions for us. So this is never made for rapid follow-up shots. That's not the point of a bullpup bolt gun, but it's really well balanced. However, this extended bolt handle makes it easier to keep your head down and work the bolt. It's actually easy. So anyways, that's new. We'll be coming out with full builds where you can get on our website. We'll have strategically limited options. We would like to hear your input on what cartridges you would like. I'm thinking 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 2-barrel lengths. You can order it. It's ready to ship. And then we can, of course, customize things to your delight. We have Remington short action and long action as well. The long action will be excellent with the extended bolt handle. So the Remingtons are a single-stage trigger. Who wants to zoom in on the trigger? Okay, so it's a good trigger. Again, you got to feel it to know, but I can try and show you it's nice and crisp. So this one's set, I don't know, probably 6 ounces now. It started at 4 ounces before the show. It's had thousands of
Definitely
trigger pulls.
6 ounces. It's the best trigger I've ever felt on a bullpup, and maybe my match bench rest guns. It's lighter than my bench rest guns that are 10 ounce.
Yeah. So what questions do you have, Dino?
I think the end user has a lot of questions. One of them is this system. As I know, they can order the system without the rifle action and install it themselves?
Yeah, correct. So it comes with a custom Timney trigger that they make for us. You cannot use your own trigger because, as you see, there's no trigger shoe. We think that's better for aesthetics and function. Again, you can get a full rifle as well. These would come black Cerakote. A lot of people like it in the raw, or you can spec other Cerakote. These are milled from 6061 aluminum, and then we've gotten into metal printing in the past few years. So a lot of the internal linkage components are printed, which is cool, from 17.4 stainless, and we do a significant amount of printing in the industry.
In your company, it's all about customization, and if someone has an idea or design feature that they want, you can accommodate that?
Yep, and we can make your parts as well. One thing that's important that we forgot to mention, so you can remove the cheek piece, put it on the other side, and this accommodates left or right-handed actions. You have dual linkages on both sides for trigger and safety. So basically everything's identical if you're a lefty. Obviously the cheek piece gets in the way. You can't have it both ways at the same time, but it literally 2 bolts and it switches over. Takes short action AI mags, so it converts your Tika to AI mags, and then long action AI, both standard and CIP length in the same chassis. We have an insert that you can take out for CIP length mags or pop it in for standard AI mags.
So this is a very high-end product with a lot of cool machining and stuff. Everybody's going to know what does it cost if they just order the chassis. They already have the rifle action.
Yep. So
ballpark. I know it's a lot of customized stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you order a standard chassis, $2,000 retail price, that is not cheap. You could have it cheaper, and you could have a crappy trigger. So that is not what I'm after.
But if you look at a Desert Tech, you look at what, 5,500.
Yeah, and that's of course a full rifle, but I think 3,500 for just a Desert Tech. That leads into a very neat project we're working on. I can't say too much, but it will be full-on bespoke rifle. You will not put your barreled action into a chassis. and it will be really awesome. I think. I'm confident.
So
I'm
stay
investing.
tuned, right?
Well, come see us next year. I hope to have a functional prototype, and I hope to take orders in 2 years at SHOT Show. I could say it's a very ambitious project for a company of my size, but I've always gone with my gut, which is probably not what corporate America would say to do with financial decisions, but it's worked out well so far, and I'm excited to show that to you next year.
Next question is, if they call you up and say, hey, Tyler, I want to build a 308 Tikka, 20-inch barrel, carbon fiber, ballpark, what's it going to cost them for a turnkey rifle, minus the optics?
Yeah, I mean, I would guess in probably the $4,000 region.
Okay.
If somebody wanted to do that, they can. What I would comment to that is if you want to build off a Tikka, if you bring a Bear Action, that's going to lower your cost. Your other option is we have to buy a Tikka and tear it apart. At that point, you're probably close to the price of a custom 700 print Action. And I like these Curtises because they're a 3-lug with a 60-degree throw, which is really similar to the Tikka, of course. We do have an extended bolt handle for Tikkas. They're very easy to change. I'm a dummy and left it in Missouri. But if you're familiar with Tikkas, you realize how easy this is to swap. That'll be DMLS 17.4 stainless.
Is this the barrel you guys like, these carbon fiber? Who makes those?
Carbon 6. They're right on the other side of our booth. Yeah, Gene is great to work with at Carbon 6. There's a lot of good carbon barrels. They just treated me well from the very beginning when I don't think I had any employees. So for better or worse, I like a little business loyalty. That's why I'll never be a billionaire, but maybe they can make me a millionaire.
I noticed you have a lot of accessory parts. You want to tell us a little bit about those while we're here?
Yeah, I mean, we could take a quick run through here. So I started printing in a dorm room as an undergrad to pay for somebody to mill this chassis originally. And that has led to a really cool divergence in the business, the Bullpup and then the super cool Bullpup project we're working on right now, but then all this industrial printing. So, for example, this guy, this is a modern day woman, as you see. This is printed all in one piece. This is the same material. This is not an in-use product per se, but it shows how far printing has come. On the other end of the spectrum, for totally hard-use products, and also how far printing has come, we've gotten into DMLS in the past 6 months. This is TI. This is 17.4 stainless. We have Inconel as well, so you can make geometries that you can't make with conventional manufacturing. So you have really cool flow-through designs. You have binder jet, stainless, which competes with MIM. You've got multi-jet fusion, of which we have significant capacity. We run nylon 11, nylon 12, TPA, school for customized recoil pads. You've got full color MJF, so if you have your 90s water cups or your Arizona T that you want on your rifle, this is printed as is. This is not painted, Cerakoted. You can see it's coated on the inside as well, which a lot of people think is pretty neat. So, yeah, we do a lot of printing. It's cool for a lot of products. It's not going to replace conventional manufacturing, but it's going to replace some.
Tyler, where do they get a hold of you, on the web or?
Yeah, mkmachining.com. You can email support@mkmachining.com. If you have custom projects, they'll send you to me. And if it's a good fit, we can make a lot of money together.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Guys,
the continued support.
Don't forget to like our station, subscribe, and pass it on to your friends. Let's make Bullpups popular again.
And come feel the trigger. It's awesome, I promise.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.